Columbus High Super Senior Blayze Standley is here with us in the wrestling room. Runner-up last year, been to state a couple times, won some medals. Take me back to last year and coming up a little bit short, and how you've sort of dealt with, either approaching that mentally or moving on, just kind of how you're dealing with it.
I took it really hard, and I used it as motivation to keep working hard. And our athletic trainer, Rob, made me change my background on my phone to the final score of that match. So when I open my phone or I look at it, it always reminds me and always keeps me working hard. And it's just been a good motivator for me for keeping up, working hard, and into this season.
What are some of your earliest memories of wrestling when you started? What age did you get going, first of all?
I think I was 3 or 4 when I started wrestling, but I didn't have my first tournament until about 8. But I don't really remember wrestling when I was little. I just remember middle school wrestling, like 7th and 8th grade, then high school. It was really fun. I was always a little fatter kid, a little rounder than most. I didn't really have many practice partners growing up, so I'd always wrestle older kids, which they would always beat me, but that would want me to work harder so I could beat them.
So just wasn't real concerned about diet early on, is what you're saying, huh?
Yeah, my parents they didn't want to make me cut weight or anything until I got older, so I didn't stunt my growth or didn't affect my body growing at all.
How do you feel like that helped you, being forced to wrestle older kids just because you were bigger? How much did that advance your career, you feel like?
I feel like it made me a lot better because I got techniques from older people that I could use on people that aren't as experienced, because when you're younger it's just basics normally, and to see them wrestle and have that connection. So if I was in 5th grade and I wrestled a high schooler because we're the same weight, I got to watch him wrestle in high school, and that was a big motivator for me, because if they won, I was like, oh, I can win because I wrestle him.
What do you want to do to finish your career? It's one thing to talk about championships, but having been there once, you put pressure on yourself to get back there. Kind of how do you handle your last year?
My last high school year, I plan on just trying to dominate and be as aggressive as possible and not wrestle with any hesitation, and just don't pressure myself, because this is my last shot at winning a state title, and I've been pressuring myself too much, so it's time to just step off a little bit.
Are there any pre-match routines or superstitions or things you do on match day that are just part of listen to the same playlist, just anything like that you do to get ready?
Not really. I'm not really a superstitious person, but I'd say one thing I normally do is I always wear these white and black socks, but if I don't wear them, it's not really a big problem. They're just probably my most comfortable socks, so I just feel most comfortable wrestling in them.
What are you looking forward to the most about this final season in maroon and white?
I think it's just being with the team and building that bond with the underclassmen, so that when they get older, they have someone to look up to and someone they can have a connection with if they need to.
Yeah, what do you hope you leave behind, or people say about Blayze Standley's career when he's done?
I hope they see me as a good athlete, but I also hope they see me as just a good person in general. That's probably more important to me, because reputation, it goes a long way, and if you don't have a good reputation, people aren't going to think that you're not going to have a good legacy. So if you're a good person to begin with, and you're a good athlete, you have a good reputation and good legacy to leave behind.
All right, Blayze, we're excited to see what you do this year. Thank you.
Thank you.